right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to start this lesson by giving all praises, glory, and honor unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rachakodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who taught us this truth. And Shalom, as always, to all the Achim in this truth and sincerity. Starting with the 144,000 and the 1/3 of the nation of Israel, which we're fighting to be a part of. This is the brother Chabari Call, coming back, Lord willing, with another quick and edifying lesson. It's Salaki in my voice. If it sounds like I'm out of breath, I just got done jogging. Got in a quick workout before work, and the spirit just hit me. I wanted to do this last night, but through the spirit, I'm gonna do it right now. As you can see, the title is "What Does the White Horse Represent?" And I'm just gonna be going into the white horse in Revelation 6 and Revelation 19. So I'm gonna start in Revelation 6 and 2. I'm gonna just get right into it. All right. So this is Revelation 6 and 2. It says, "And I saw, and behold, a white horse, and he that sat on him had a bow, and a crown was given unto him. And he went forth conquering and to conquer." So now that's the first scripture that mentions a white horse. Now I'm going to get the second one, And really the point is, well, let me read the second one first, and then I'm going to just break it down, Revelation 19 and 11. I'll start at 10. It says, "And I fell at his feet to worship him. And he said unto me, See thou do it not. I am thy fellow servant and of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahweh Shai." All right, that's the true name of who the world ignorantly calls Jesus. First and foremost, the true name of who the world ignorantly calls God, the Most High God, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. His name is Yahweh in the ancient Paleo Hebrew. All right. Yahweh, which means he exists or he is, and who the world ignorantly calls Jesus or Christ. His true and proper name is Yahweh Shai. All right, Yahweh Shai, which means he saves or he delivers, because that's what he's coming back to do. And us saying that he's going to come back, that's the testimony of Yahweh Shai. It's the spirit of prophecy, the spirit of saying things before it happens. All right, which is what the prophets are going to do. All right, which we are. We do believe through faith that we are the prophets. All right, beginning with our elders and apostles on down of Great Millstone. We do believe through faith that we are the prophets, and we hope we are. I'm not saying that to be proud, but somebody has to be the prophets. Somebody fits that. All right. In Revelation, the previous chapter, Revelation 18, it says, "Rejoice over her, ye holy apostles and prophets." Somebody has to be that. That has to be fulfilled. All right. The scripture says every word of the Lord is pure as silver in the vessel of earth, purified 7 times. All right. So every word that's written, if it hasn't come to pass, it will, which is prophecy. So it says, "I am thy fellow servant." And by the way, there's an angel speaking unto John the Revelator on the Isle of Patmos, which was a salt mine. It was likened unto a pretty much a death sentence, but it was like a prison death sentence. They pretty much just worked them until they died, whoever got exiled on the island of Patmos. But it says, "See thou do it not. I am thy fellow servant and of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahweh Shai." Worship Yahweh, the Most High, for the testimony of Yahweh Shai is the spirit of prophecy. "And I saw heaven open, and behold, a white horse, and he that sat upon him was called Faithful and True. And in righteousness he doth judge and make war." So that white horse, I'm gonna just say it represents a chariot. That's how Yahweh Shai is coming back. All right, Revelation 1 and 7 says he cometh with clouds. All right, when you get Psalms, I'm not getting it for sake of time. I got to make this quick. Like I said, I got to go to work. But for the sake of time, I'm gonna just quote the scriptures. But Revelation 1:7 says, he cometh with clouds and every eye shall see him. So he's coming back in what the world ignorantly calls a UFO, which is really a chariot. You know, Psalms 104:3 tells you that he makes his clouds the chariots, all right? And he walketh upon the wings of the wind, meaning he flies. When he comes back, he's going to fly in the chariot. He's going to be in a ship, you know. You know, you got idiots out there. Oh, you know, why would God have to have a vehicle? So you're telling me that the so-called white man, which are the biblical Edomites, you know, which not all of them, there's white people that are really Israelites. Just got to throw that out there. But you're telling me the so-called white man can have vehicles. You know, he could have fighter jets and all type of planes. But the Most High God, who created everything, he can't have vehicles for his angels and his son, or his son and his angels. God said in order. You know, that's why you know, a few years ago, you know, I forget who did it, but one of the elders did a lesson. This truth is for high-level thinkers. All right, there's a lot of low-level people out there, but they're not of the elect. The elect is going to be a high-level thinker to be able to think. Well, if this man on earth has vehicles, he has planes, and it's commercial. I mean, the average person could get on a plane. How much more an angel, man, having a vehicle? You know, and what else would these angelic vehicles be? What else would these so-called UFOs be, man? You know, what other explanation is it for these so-called extraterrestrial vehicles? But that's what that white horse represents. All right. I want to see what the word white means. I'm also going to get horse, or it might be together. Oh yeah, white. It says Leukos, and it says light, bright, brilliant from whiteness, dazzling. Extremely bright. This is the word for dazzling. This is extremely bright, brilliant from whiteness. All right. Salaki. Got to cross the street. All right. So when he comes back, his ship is going to be extremely bright. You know, it says in 2 Thessalonians, I believe 2, around the 11th verse, it says, he shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. Speaking about Esau, Edom, that's what Yahushua is coming back to do. And that's why the so-called white man, the Edomites, that's why they have a space force, because they know that Yahushua is coming back to destroy them. Isaiah 66:15, he's coming back to do a lot of slaying. All right. Yahushua is going to be a serial killer when he comes back. All right, as well as the angels, and as well as, you know, the fishers that get turned into hunters. You know, you must say, oh, when you hear the word serial killer, you automatically think it's a bad thing. Well, guess what? Yahushua is going to be a serial killer when he comes back. The angels are going to be serial killers when they come back. That's really not a bad thing. Everything that the Lord created is 2 and 2. You got a right hand and a left hand. You got left hand serial killers like Ted Bundy. All right, what's that other dude? That other Edomite devil. Damn, I forget his name. Oh, Jeffrey Dahmer. That's on the left-hand side. The angels are serial killers on the right-hand side. And you got death angels on the left-hand side too. You know. But this is it right here. This is what the white represents. I mean, really, all of this is good. Of the garments of the angels, those to be exalted, splendor and heavenly state, because the elect, Lord willing, we're of the elect. The scripture said, Yahushua said in Revelation, I think it's 19. I think it's the same chapter. I could be wrong, but it's in Revelation. He said, they shall walk with me in white. Meaning when we get saved and we get those new extraterrestrial superhuman bodies, we're going to be walking side by side with Yahushua after he puts a crown on our head. We're going to be his entourage, you know. Like you got famous people, you know, Floyd Mayweather, he always got an entourage. He always got people with him. He got his closest friends. He got security, all that. Well, Yahushua is going to have 144,000 men, beginning with King David and the rest of the 12 apostles, as his entourage, walking in white. We're all going to have white garments, golden girdles, ancient garments, man. It's gonna be bad. You know, golden armbands, gold crowns, all type of gems and sparkling. You know, we're gonna make Michael Jackson look like a damn a special ed kid. All right. You know, cause Michael Jackson, he was some of the garments that he had white garments that was sparkling. That should look bad, you know. That should look dope, but the garments we're gonna make Michael Jackson look like a damn special ed kid. All right, we're gonna be looking bad, man, in a good way. But that's what white represents. All right, purity. It says his eyes were as a flame of fire, and on his head were many crowns, and he had a name written that no man knew but he himself. So I have something right here. Not that. That's some folly. That's some folly. I was trying, but it's like that was some folly. But I got this. This is not correct. All right. See, a wacky tacky Christian, you know, they actually believe this is what that's talking about. He's gonna come back in an actual horse. Oh, Salaki, hold up, go back. You know, that's why we call them wacky tacky Christians, bro. They think this is how Yahweh Shai is gonna come back, a floating sword in front of him with blood on his garment, riding on an actual horse. It's symbolic. It's a parable. He's not actually gonna have blood on his garment. He's not actually gonna be riding on a horse. It's gonna be a chariot. Okay? See, this is just cunningly devised fables. No, he's not gonna have an actual bow. The bow is actually speaking about the missile silos, and the arrow is talking about the missiles. And the sword that goeth forth out of his mouth is not talking about an actual sword coming out of his mouth. It's talking about the movie Independence Day. You know, the scene. I'm talking about the original one back in the 90s, when they were on a rooftop, and then the chariot, the so-called UFO, opened up the mouth and then shot a laser beam. That's what it means. Out of his mouth goeth a sharp sword, that with it he should smite the nations. All right. It's not an actual sword. Now, I should have had it pulled up. I mean, I really don't want to scroll through my pictures though. Let me see if I can find it though. F it. Let me see. Boom, boom, boom. It's all good. You know, that's a good depiction of the chariots. You know, it's gonna be angels. You know, you got the father ship, the big one, and then you got little shuttle ships. And Esau's gonna come with their, you know, as you can see, Iron Man suits, their jets, their space force. But there's another one I really want to get to. Oh, right here. This is how Yahweh Shai coming back. This is a more accurate depiction. You know, now he's not gonna be just flying outside like this, but you know, it's just showing you how he's gonna be looking. Imagine him being inside of that big ship in the background. That's how he's going to be looking. All right. Coming back. As you can see, America's in the background. He's coming back to get his elect. He's coming from the east to the west, which is over here, to deliver his elect. Matthew 24 and 30, I believe. You know, this is how Yahweh Shai is coming back. And this is how he looks, too. That's how he's coming back in an angelic form. All right. With the chariots. You know, this is why we have these depictions, to give you a visual aid. All right. We don't just make these, you know, because people might scoff and be like, oh, those are idols. We don't bow down and worship these images. This is for edification, you know. This is purely for edification's sake. So I'm gonna get. I got a few precepts too. I'm gonna just close out with these, going into purity. All right. I'm gonna get Ecclesiastes 10. Ecclesiastes 10. And hold up, what was that? 10 and 7. Ecclesiastes 10 and 7. I have seen servants upon horses. All right, right. This is what. All right. So I got what white represents. It means purity. All right, white represents purity. Now, what does that horse represent? It says, I have seen servants upon horses, and princes walking as servants upon the earth. Now, I got this to show you that a horse, riding upon a horse, represents authority and power. Like when you see a cop, you know, certain policemen on a horse, that means they have authority. That means they have power. That's why I say I seen servants upon horses, because the servants are ruling the earth right now. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked, which is the so-called white man. They're going to be our servants, all right? Going back to Genesis 27, the blessing that Jacob got, well, actually that Esau got, he said, Isaac said, and thou shalt serve thy brother Jacob, you know, or that the elder shall serve the younger, which the elder was Esau. He came out first. So a horse represents power. You know, the servants are in power right now, and the actual princes are walking as servants on the earth. But pretty soon the Lord's going to give us our own horses, which are the chariots. We're going to get our own power. The Lord's going to give us power. But that's how Yahweh Shah's coming back, on a horse. The ultimate horse, which is a chariot. You know, a horse just really represents power and something you ride upon, you know. So I'm going to end off with Daniel 12. Now, this is also further expounding on what the white represents. So the horse represents power, authority, and white represents purity, but I'm going to further expound on it with this scripture. Daniel 12:10. Many shall be purified and made white and tried. So purified, being pure, and white is synonymous, okay? And that's why Esau, Edom, that's why they call themselves white. That's why they put that label on themselves. It's really witchcraft. They want to make you think that they're pure, that they're good, you know? You know, and growing up, you know, speaking for myself, you know, you actually thought these were the good guys. Like, oh, you know, oh, white guys, because you see them on the movies, the superheroes. Yo, they're the good guys. Which, like I said, there are, you know, so-called white people. There are Israelites, even of the elect. There's so-called white people that are going to get beamed up into a chariot and saved because they're really Israelites. No other nation is going to get saved but Israelites. But there are Israelites scattered among the other nations that look like them, all right? You know, Elder Apostle Tahar, he just did that lesson on Casey Zander. You know, one of his last lessons, he said every member of GMS should watch this. That guy, Casey Zander, that guy's a Jake. And I've been watching that guy for years, man, and I knew he was a Jake. I didn't even need to hear Apostle Tahar say he was a Jake. I was already saying that guy's a Jake. You know, but not to get too off topic. It says, many shall be purified and made white and tried, you know, which is the elect. We're being tested. All the trials and tribulations that we go through is purifying us, is making us better. It says, but the wicked shall do wickedly. You know, the wicked elites of Esau and all the Edomites and the other nations and 2/3 of our own people, they're just going to keep doing wickedness. You can't, you know, it says that. It says, and none of the wicked shall understand, but the wise shall understand. So only the wise, which is the elect, is going to get it. But the point is, the white represents purity. We're being made pure. And Yahweh Shah's coming back on a white horse, which is pure power and pure authority in that chariot that he's coming with. So Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Once again, giving all praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem.